I'm just updating this menu. I always have to mess about with this thing every time I start it. So the weather's been very sunny today. Bank holiday Monday's coming, so I don't know what I'm going through right now, but I've been having some of the strangest deja vu or something. I kind of feel like I'm at the end of my tether, to be honest with you, with this all this research. I mean, let's face it, I've been going on with this for 3 years now. Or is it? No, 6, 7 years actually. But with this particular project, this particular when I say particular, I'm talking about the last 3 generators. The last 3, as in that one, and the one over there. Well, I'm 61, right? I don't mind telling you how old I am. And the other night, last night, I actually had some really strange dreams. And I've had prosthetic dreams before when I was little. Well, when I was not little, but when I was about 18, 19 years old, I had a dream. I actually saw a little colour TV that you could hold in your hand, right? And this was back in the, oh, let me think. Was in the late 70s actually? I must have been 30 or something. Hang on, let me think. No, 70s, 76. I was at school. I was 16 then. It would have been in the early 80s probably. But I had this pathetic dream, right? I'll just a minute. And I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it was it was really strange because I had these sorts of dreams before where I've seen things before they happen, and I actually when I was little, all we had was a black and white TV, right? Years ago, right? All we had was a black and white TV for many years, until somebody actually gave us a colour TV. Oh, my dad got one. Somebody gave me one, and I think that was about 78, 79. What was it? 77? No, it was about 79, 80 or something like that. But they were very expensive at the time. And there were still valve TVs and all that, you see. Now, this dream I had was about this little TV you could hold in your hand. And then in 1992, I had to go to the Philippines, and that was when I went to get married over there. I'm not going to give you my whole life story, but I had a video camera, and it had a black and white viewfinder on it, which was not very easy to see. You had to stick your eye in it like this, and I thought, well, I don't be fighting about in the Philippines walking around with this thing stuck in my eye, like you know, because it's hot weather there. And it was just after my gran died, and was it my gran died? No, it was when we sold our house, because me and my brother and my dad, we all lived in this house, and it was after my sister died. After that, and he couldn't keep it anymore. The house was getting ridiculously expensive. He was paying a mortgage at the time, so he sold it. He actually split the money up, so we all got a share of the money. So I went and bought this thing. It's a little colour TV you can hold in your hand, and I actually dreamed about it before I even before I even realised you could get TVs that small. I don't know if it still works. There's no analog TV here, but I don't watch TV anyway. But let's just try something. I don't know if this thing will even light up. There's no video signal going into it, but let's try. Let's see what. I don't get the polarity wrong. It's what voltage is it? I've forgotten. I think it's 4.5 volt. It's actually 6 volt, and positive is the outside, so this should plug in. Maybe I got the wrong plug. That won't plug in. Oh, look at that. It actually lights up still. Oops, the lead's loose. Ah. It still works. But there's obviously no analog TV anymore. Let's try scanning. I don't know how you do that now, I've forgotten. You hold the button down. Oh, there's a problem with it. Oh, it's not the right voltage, it wants to be 6 volt. Hang on. I have to switch the voltage up to... Hang on. It wants to be at 6 volt. There we go. You get a scan line on it now. Oh, it's stopped. The capacitors keep going bad in these. There's a green line. It's scanning for channels. Don't know if you can see that. It won't find nothing. It uses a lot of power, this thing does. It works on composite. God, it's a long time since I had this switched on. The power regulation's not very good on that power supply. Anyway, still works. I tell you what though, if anybody watching this YouTube video is interested in buying this, because when I bought this little TV, it's analog. When I got this TV from the shop, it was £100. That's UK sterling. It cost 100 UK sterling, right? And it runs on batteries. You see the battery compartment is very clean. There's no corrosion on it. So I'm using the front camera, so it's a bit pixelated. Let's just switch to the other camera a minute. The high definition camera. You can see the battery compartment. It's in good nick. But if you watched in the YouTube this video and you're interested in it, and let me just put the cover back on a minute. Just contact me. I might sell it to you if you give me a reasonable amount, because there was some capacitors replaced on it, and it's in really good shape. Let me try and let me plug it in while we're on the main high definition camera. Right, this power supply isn't good enough for it. It's got some ripple on there. Let me just put some batteries in. Hang on a sec. I think, how many batteries is it here? I've forgotten now. Is it 4? I might have 4 batteries. Just a minute. I was going on a rant about, I've got some batteries, ultra power. I'll put them in because it doesn't like that power supply that's only half an amp, that power supply. Let's grab 4 of these batteries, put them in, try it. It'll be a decent check. And at the moment, as I say, I kind of felt a bit down and out at the moment, just fed up really. Just make sure it's off first. Oops. I got this in 1992. It's in good nick. Yeah, there's a bit of noise. Oh, it could be computer. It could be the computer it's picking up. Could be some noise. Oh, it could be the phone it's picking up. But it's scanning. Got no signal, obviously. See if there's any audio. Audio. Let's put the antenna up. Antenna works. It's picking up interference. It's got a mute thing on it. Just wants running a bit, I think. I'm trying to get it so it switch cameras again. There's a bit of noise on it, but it's definitely working. It's scanning, looking for channels. Anyway, I don't run the batteries down because I'm using those batteries for running various bits of equipment. It eats batteries, this thing does, by the way. It does eat batteries. You can buy a batch of batteries that are on offer maybe, but you need these ultra high power ones. These are half price, so oh, what the hell, the camera's reversed. Why is it? That's weird. Why is the camera backwards? Huh? That's weird. There's something very strange going on. Now, the door on the camera is to my, when I turn around, is on my right, right? So that's on, well, when I'm facing the camera, it's on my left. The cabinet there is on my right when I'm facing the camera. Why the hell is it showing the writing backwards? Huh? Why is it showing the writing backwards but everything in the room is right way around? Oh, I get it now. I think. It might be backwards to me, but it's probably right way around for you. Anyway, I don't know. Strange. Oops, checking the batteries out here. Well, if you're don't ask me to tell you if you're in the US, it probably costs more postage and packing than it's worth. It won't work in the US, by the way. The video will. It's the channel, the TV stations. It's PAL, by the way. It's not NTSC, it's PAL. So it won't work for anyone else, except unless you're in the UK. It's a weird thing because when I went to the Philippines, there was a guy who was asking to buy it off me. He said, "Will it work in the Philippines?" I said, "No, it's you use NTSC." He said, "Can it be converted to NTSC?" I said, "I don't think so." If you still look inside this thing, the electronics are so tiny. It's all on one chip, just about everything's on one chip and uses a crystal. So you can't just swap a crystal over. I don't think anyway. Well, these things, they've got a different tuning cans, they've got different coils, and for the NTSC frequency. The colour frequency is different as well. I think, I'm pretty sure about that, but yeah, just give me a minute, I want to put this away. So I had a dream last night, and it's strange. I was going to get to this, and I kind of sidetracked. I saw another prophetic dream last night. I know it was pathetic because in the dream I was talking to somebody, and I don't know if I was in this physical world anymore, I was in the spiritual world or what, but I had a conversation with somebody, and they said to me, "You always used to cop a lot," and I says, "Yeah, I did." I'm thinking, "Oh my God, this is not the now. This is something in the future." When I woke up, I realised, hang on a minute, because I'm always copying. It's because of the fags, you know, the cigarettes. I've been trying to quit, and the fact that somebody said to me in this dream that I used to means that it was in the I was in the future, because I'm looking back to now. So I knew straight away that it was something in the future, and I'm trying to place it. I'm trying to get the dream clear in my mind, because it wasn't very clear. There wasn't not much detail. You know, like it is sometimes that you only remember parts of it. You don't see the whole thing, and it was kind of like that. I need to set this voltage back down to 4.5 volts from my speaker. Otherwise, I'll blow these extension speakers up if I don't knock it back down to 4.5 volt. That's good. I think the capacitors in that little TV probably just want reforming. So ideally, it should be run on a variable power supply, and the voltage brought up from say 0 volts up to 6 volts gradually, to just help the capacitors reform, because it hasn't been used for like 10 years. I think the last time I used it was on the security camera. I hooked it up to, I've got a bullet camera. It's it's what do you call it? CCD camera, and it produces the composite video signal out, so you can plug it straight into that little TV at the back. And it's great for that sort of thing. You could use it as a security monitor, you know. I'll plug it into all VCRs for testing VCRs if you haven't got an analog TV lying around. It's great for that sort of thing, but I don't use it anymore. It's just sat there, sitting there, collecting dust. So at the moment, what I'm doing is I've done the last of the 3 canopies, the big ones, and I had some warpage, and I've stuck magnets on, because the seam was slightly stepped. When I stuck the 2 halves together, I had a slight stepping on the seam. So the magnets are to pull the seams together. I've got magnets on the front and the back, and they're just across that seam to, it's in this chamber with the vapor acetone, and it's actually closing that seam up so there's no step there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's not really a step there anymore, because the magnets are pulling in to the inside, closing it. So I'm letting it dry really slowly at the moment. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is that I'm going to be ordering some new bearings, because the bearings for the bearings that I've been using, the ones from China, yeah, no comment. I don't like them because they're noisy, and there's quite a lot of drag on them. So what I've been doing is looking on eBay for high speed, low noise bearings. I've been having a job. The only ones I could find were for skateboards, right? But they're too big. So I found another batch, but they're not the high speed ones. But they've got colour coded rubber seals on the cap, on the ends of the bearing. So I'm planning on ordering the tube of 10. That's 10 bearings, and it's about £9. They're about £1 a bearing. Planning on ordering them. Possibly, I don't know if I'll get them this week or next week. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll get them in a fortnight or if I'll get them this week. I have to see where I am with my money. I want to make sure I'm not going to get myself into short of cash again, like I usually do, which always seems to happen to me. But so I'm going to be getting new bearings, but I haven't found any coils yet, and the reason for that is I want to make sure these canopies are perfect, because the other thing I'm doing at the moment is I'm putting a little plastic thing across here, like to intersect the canopies, so we don't have a gap, a hole, because if you look at the flange that sticks out here, it sticks out more than this bit. Well, I want to close that gap, so I printed some little things to go in, insets, to stop the air from blowing out, because the reason for that is when it acts like a vacuum cleaner, basically, it sucks air in, then it blows it out and it slows it down, it causes drag. So if you block the holes up, it can't suck air in, so the air that's in there is spinning with the rotor, and it's not static, so it's moving, so it's not slowing down, because when it's pulling fresh air in, it's static obviously, and it has to catch up, and it pulls on the motor a little bit and slows it down a few RPM. So I want to close all the gaps up on these, which is what I've been busy doing, and get that all sorted, and then I'll wind the coils, because it's a lot easier to work on when there's no wire in the way. And I've also been doing the I've been making these little slots where I can slide my nanocrystalline screening material. So I've got to print more of these things, which are little plastic things that glue on the back of here. So I put these on the back, and they're stuck. Oops, they're stuck on there, like, but obviously straight. These are straight. So I can, let's see if I can find a bit of material to show you what I mean, and you've seen it before anyway. So that these nanocrystalline, it's going to be the bigger, longer pieces. So they go in these slots like this. It's going to be a bigger piece than that, obviously. And these plastic things are stuck to the canopy, and then it's arched over the back of the coil, sort of like that, like the other one. So I've got to print more of these little plastic things, and I've got to clean them up and acetone them, and I'm going to start sticking those on the canopies, but I can't really stick them on until I wind the coil anyway, because I might stick them in the wrong place, and then the coil doesn't get close to the canopy, so I've got to wind the coil and then put these things on. So yeah, so I hope you're all okay. I am tired of this virus situation. It's just driving me mad. I've been thinking about going down to the beach. I haven't been down to the beach for years, actually. I live right next to the seaside, and I think I'm going through some sort of midlife crisis or something. I don't know. Midlife? I think that's maybe a bit late for that. I just want to. I'm getting the feeling I might not be around that much longer. You know what I mean? I'm feeling that I might not be here for much longer. Something's in the air, but positive things are happening in the world. At least the truth's coming out. But yeah, it's something inside me just says, just chill out a bit. Go and enjoy the sunshine. Go down to the beach. Have an ice cream. I love ice creams off the beach, from the beach. I hate that crap that you buy in the shop because it's all chemical crap. But the stuff that they sell on the beach is freshly made. They make it themselves. Or at least they used to do. I don't know if they still do. But it always tastes nice when you get that whipped ice cream. You know what I mean? You can't beat it. It's better than the stuff we buy in the shop. So I don't know. I just want to enjoy myself a bit in the sun. Well, we've got this nice sunshine and everything, and yeah, and I get sick to death of people telling me about Windows. Oh, you want to upgrade to Windows 10, Windows 7, or what in Windows 10? I'm sick of it. If the next person that tells me to upgrade to Windows 10, I'm going to block them because I'm sick of hearing about it. You get to a point where you just don't want to learn any new. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I am sick of climbing that ladder. I've had enough of climbing that ladder. I am sick of it. The globalists have got everybody running around like hamsters, constantly updating, constantly climbing the frigging ladder to somewhere which is not where I want to be anyway. And all this telemetry crap, and you turn it off and then the operating system basically crashes and junks on you and basically doesn't work properly anymore. Then you're back to square one. You got to reinstall it. That's a cycle. It's a loop. You're going round and round in circles like a frigging hamster. That's why I made up my mind I've been, ever since Windows 95 came out, it's been a hamster wheel going round and round and round and round. Windows used to crash, then you get corrupt, you install something, and the next thing you know, Windows wouldn't boot, and then you'd have to reinstall Windows again, then you have to update it, you installed another program and it messed it all up, then you had to reinstall Windows again, you install all your drivers. This is the hamster wheel I'm talking about, and I don't want to be on that hamster wheel. This is why I went for backups. I have a backup program now. I just back everything up, and it restores everything the way it used to be. It's called Macri and Reflect. It's called Cronus. It's called Norton Ghost. It's a software that restores your Windows exactly the way it used to be, and that is the kind of game I'm doing now, because I don't want to mess around spending my entire life being on that hamster wheel. I mean, you could spend, what, 10 years of your life out of 60 years just updating Windows, literally, because it's such a nightmare, especially when you've got a load of software installed on a computer. I'll tell you what happened, right? I've got that much software installed on my computer, and most of it's free stuff and all that, and I'm not just talking about installing the software. I'm talking about the configuration, the customizations, all the little tweaks you have to do to get it the way you want it. It used to take me a whole week just to get my Windows back the way it was, right? So you install your software, then you have to go into settings, then you have to go and tweak things like, oh, I want it this resolution, I want the audio at this setting, I want to have my microphones default, I want to set the picture screen this size, you get the picture anyway, right? You would spend a week, and then you've got to set up all the different software as well, all the customizations and all the software. And if you've got like 20 programs that you use on your computer, you can spend a whole week of your life updating it, right? So you run an update, then you've got to reboot the computer, then next day come along, it says, oh, Windows has got a new update, so you install the update, then you've got to install another program, and then what happens is something along the line, it might not be for straight away, it might be 2 or 3 months later, you decide to update something, and then everything goes to hell, right? Windows crashes on you, programs that used to work don't work anymore, right? This is what I've been through, right? So you think, right, what broke it, you know? And you can't think what did it. So you think, shit, I've got to reinstall Windows again. So you install Windows, then you install your software again. That is a hamster wheel. I was on that hamster wheel, and I vowed I would not go on that hamster wheel again. I said, no more. I am not stupid. I am not an idiot. I am just going to stick with what works. And XP works. I'm on XP. It works. All these people out there say, oh, upgrade to Windows 10. Why do you upgrade to Windows 10? No! I am not getting back on that. I'm not going to swear. I am not getting on that hamster wheel again. No. Right? You get the picture. Please stop telling me to upgrade to Windows 10. So the next person that posts a comment saying Windows 10 is not that bad, I'm gonna... Can you understand? I mean... My computer works. That's all I need. Right, I'm trying to show you this. I'm watching a YouTube video right now. Pay close attention, right? Add, remove programs. Give it a minute. You see, there's that many programs installed on my computer. It's taking this long just to load the list. Now, do you get the idea now? Do you understand why I don't want to go to Windows 10? Hang on. That's just 1/3. That's 1/10 of the page. Are you watching? This is including Microsoft Net Framework and all the service packs and everything else, right? PaintShop Pro, and there's a lot of software on there which you just can't get anymore, right? How many entries is there? Do you want me to show you the updates? Now let's look at the updates as well. Now we're looking at all the updates. Look at all that. Do you know how long it would take me to install all of that? It would take me 3 months. I'll turn the updates off. It would take me 3 months, right? And then one day I would install something to try it out, and it would trash the computer, it would break everything, and I would have to start all over again. And the good thing about using Acronis or Norton Ghost or Macrium Reflect is you can make a complete clone of your hard drive. Then you can try software out, and if you install a piece of software and it breaks your computer's operating system, you slap the CD in or the DVD in the drive, and you can literally restore it exactly the way it was within, guess how long? 30 minutes. I would prefer 30 minutes over 3 months. Do you understand me now? Right, so how many programs is there in here anyway? I can't even count. Hang on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Oh, 101. So there's 101 programs installed on this computer, right? I think I underestimated. That would take me probably 6 months to install everything and update everything, and I probably couldn't update it anymore because Windows XP is no longer supported. But if I was on Windows 7, Windows 10, it would probably take me just as long. And also Windows 10 eats memory, so whatever memory you use on XP, you would need 3 times the amount of memory to run it on Windows 10. You also have to have more computing power, more CPU power. You have to buy more hardware. We're talking about probably spending something like, what, 600-700 quid on all new hardware just to run Windows 10. No thank you. Anyway, I think you understand me now. Let's go to program files, see any actual programs that are in there. This is program files. Right. So we're just looking in program files. Anybody that says that XP can't run all these programs, it's because they haven't configured their system properly. I've spent years configuring this system. I've spent years customizing it. I've spent years working out all the bugs. I've spent years plugging all these security vulnerabilities that I thought could get into the system. I've had no problems. I don't even need antivirus programs anymore. Because what happens if something weird happens, I just restore from the backup. Thanks for watching.